Hello everyone, I'm Penny Witt, a author for the Mighty Amelia Series and the Fencing Champion. Consider following me on Twitter and upload the episode of the podcast whenever I release one. Now let's get to this. Today we will be talking about my second book, of the Mighty Amelia Series that I wrote, and we'll be talking about it for a little bit, and then I'll read off the first paragraph of the book, and then I'll like every time after every episode, I'll do a shout out for the book, basically. For a random book, it's from a different selection. I'll do a shout out for it and recommend it. I'm sorry that I'm not releasing episodes like on a scheduled basis, just so you know. Sorry for the inconvenience, but I'm a very busy woman and I don't have time for a lot of things. So I don't have a lot of time for things like doing podcasts. So let's get to it. Author Reads, hosted by Penny Witt. Hello everyone, I'm Penny Witt, your author here, and who is hosting Author Reads! So today I will be talking about the Mighty Amelia Series, specifically the second book, Mighty Amelia, the Great Tsunami. Actually, I prefer this book over the first one that I wrote, to be honest. I think it more because I did a lot more research and a lot more like things to go through it and kind of figure it out. And, you can really see that between the first book and the second book. There was a lot of there was a lot more accuracy in the second book than there was in the first, which is a huge thing I should have, thought about before I wrote it. And then, during when I was writing it, and so, I actually really do like this franchise. The only issue is that, I have written better books, haven't published any of them, but I've written better books. It's probably why I'm not too confident in this series, so, yeah, but I did more research with this one than I did with the first. I actually added in a Italian mythological character. That was actually a character from. He wasn't from anything. He's just a character nobody really talks about. He's not really talked about, but he is a huge part of Italian lore and history and just all that in general. So it's pretty fun. Yeah, I really, really like all of this. But I love to write. It's my job. It's my thing. And to be honest, I think that because I love to write so much, that's more the less of what I do. And I usually don't have time. I usually just don't go out and spend a lot of time with people I know. So that's been a huge issue I've been trying to fix. But I did go out and hang out with some other writers for open mic last Friday, and that was fun. I really enjoyed hanging out with all those different artists and writers and authors, and it was a lot of fun. All those poets and authors. It was really fun. We all kind of they were mostly just girls. I don't know why. There's one boy in there and a bunch of girls. It was kind of funny. But they Mostly because only girls showed up, and one male, and he was even participating. So basically, just not many people actually did show up, but that was fun, and I actually got to tell them about my book. So that was a lot of fun. Just a bit of news there for you. And, but I did love this book. I mean, I really do like The Fencing Champion. I think a lot of people are going to like it. A lot of people with disorders are really going to like it. But we're not talking about that book today. We're talking about Mighty Amelia, the Great Tsunami. Sorry, I paused to think there for a minute. My actual grandma was Italian. My dad's side is Italian, and my grandma was actually named Amelia. So I actually took that name basically and decided to put that into my books. Basically, I made her a main character in it. And, if you really, if anyone who is out there and knows my dad, you know that he's pretty gruff and tough and pretty much the dad in this one. And, Irana, it was a totally character I just made up. I made up on my own. And then Dave, I actually got the idea, because this was all supposed to be like a film adaptation. Like originally, like I was young, I had written it for a school project, and I was like, I really like this. I was like, I really, really like this concept, and I thought to myself, hey, maybe I could, make it into a movie. That never happened, obviously. So I said, well, a book sounds like a more effective choice. So I put it into a book, and everything turned out amazing. So now it's out. You can go check it out. You can check both the first book and the second book out right now. I published both of them through Smashwords. Which I don't really like their paying system, to be honest. So they're both free. They're both free. You can check them out. I put them on their free because I don't have faith in their quality. Just be warned. The Fencing Champion's going to be a lot better quality, like a ton better, like a million bajillion billions times better. It's really better. It was a really great one. So, I'm going to read you off the first paragraph now. This was the, chapter 1, the big news. Let's go. Princess Amelia had defeated the evil witch Irana. However, she had lost her ability to travel wherever she thinks. Dave was now her husband, and very relieved not to be a talking dove anymore. It had been a year since Amelia had last spoken to her mom. They all knew her mom was in heaven and was keeping an eye on Amelia like a good parent would. That's the end. That's the first paragraph. That's the first paragraph. I know it's not a lot, but you gotta read it yourself. You gotta read it yourself to be able to see more of it. But I'm gonna read you something from later in the book. I'm gonna read you something from the I'm gonna read you something from chapter 3. And it's going to be basically an argument that they had, that Amelia and Ghost Irana had in this whole thing. In this whole they were captured, for no apparent reason, mostly just because, a mix-up of some sort, and then they've been arguing the whole time, so let me just, read you off with it. It's probably like my favorite piece of dialogue I ever wrote, to be honest. Okay, let's get started. Amelia starts yelling at Irana. "This is all your fault!" Irana starts yelling back. "My fault? You're the one that made things worse by not letting me take control of the situation. Now look at us. We're in the middle of nowhere. We have no map. We're going to die tomorrow, and I have to be stuck in a cell with you!" Amelia yells back. "Send my apologies for feeling the same way. I never wanted to work with you in the first place." Irana yells, "Then why'd you do it?" Amelia yells back, "For my kingdom, you idiot!" They both looked away from each other and sat down. Irana exclaims, "Do you know what happened to me after I died?" Amelia exclaims, "A punishment you deserved." Irana stops yelling, "You're not wrong. I was happy when you brought me back because I hated the punishment I had to face in the afterlife. It was dark, scary, and I don't want to go back. While you and your family will enjoy the afterlife, I will have to live in darkness." Amelia calmed down. "I can't forgive you for what you did, but I do feel sorry for you." "Wait!" Amelia's eyes lit up. "Forgiveness! It's the key to everything!" Irana exclaims, "What?" And that's where we stop. So, we're running low on time. So, I'm going to announce our next book. And this time, it's not a classic. Just saying. Today, the recommendation and shout out for today's episode is The Kingdom Keepers. Now, this is a series of books, but the first one is definitely a highlight. It's a very good book. For any Disney fans out there, I'm actually a Disney fan myself, so I really liked it. But for any Disney fans out there who, love the parks, go there every day, maybe go there every month, something like that, this is definitely the book for you. Definitely a book you want to check out. Very fun. Love it. It's amazing. Go check it out. Definitely try it. You won't regret it. I know that. So, yeah, that's it. Thank you, everyone. Good night. Author Reads, hosted by Penny Witt.